So, all right. Thanks everyone for your patience. Congratulations to Tristan once again on a world record run here. He is taking a back seat this run. He's going to be commentating for us today. My name's Koreyn, and Liam Retro's with me here. We're going to race a Link to the Past randomizer race. So, Liam, say hi.
How's it going, everybody?
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna see what kind of seed we get here today.
Yep.
Hopefully nothing too easy, but hopefully nothing too crazy either.
Yeah, so it's a little crazier than normal because like a normal randomizer where all the items are scattered amongst all the dungeons in the world, we are doing a key sanity run. So all the small keys, all the big keys, all the maps and compasses are randomized as well. So it's going to be a little bit more chaotic. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So without further ado, Trist, if you don't mind, you want to give us the countdown?
I will. In 3, 2, 1, hit it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tristan. I am very happy to be able to commentate for this race. And the fun part is I know the seeds, so I know what they're walking into. So I'm going to be snide and a bit of a jerk while we go through this. But otherwise, grab yourself a drink, sit back, and enjoy the race. Already, you see a big differing in choices being made here, which is great. And this is kind of all skill levels you're going to see that, right? Players have certain things that they like to do, certain routes and checks that they're going to do. I believe both runners are running with a map tracker in the background. We don't see that, but they're keeping track of what they've looked at and what they haven't. Ooh, a big key already. That's gonna be nice. You'll notice that we have Liam rocking the Yoshi skin, which is fantastic. I believe, Liam, that Yoshi skin does change color when you get armor upgrades, does it not?
It does.
Lovely, love to see it. And then we have one of my personal favorites, which is Will from Illusion of Gaia. Great series of games, by the way.
For sure.
So, Koreyn went for a more densely packed. Look at the checks already, and he's seeing a little bit of a defensive pickup there. But he is going to have a lot more checks early. But eventually, Liam's going to end up roughly in the same area. So, no throwing pies. For the first few minutes, a lot of what these guys are going to be doing is just running around and you're checking free checks. So anything that's going to be available to be grabbed without any real requirements. And so here, Liam is just checking to make sure. And he's verified what that is. And he knows whether or not he needs to come back and grab that later. In the spirit of competition, I will not be giving away details on certain checks until both players have hit those checks. So you'll forgive my liberal use of the pronoun game. So it is worth noting that both runners will not be able to see what is available at the end of their dungeons, be them pendants or crystals, until they obtain the map. Is it the map or is it the compass?
It is the map.
It is the map. Okay, so picking up maps is very helpful because when you do check your map, you'll be able to see where that is, and that will further give you an idea on kind of where you're going, what you want to be doing. So very much liking Koreyn's run right now because he is using a sound pack, and if you don't like Undertale, we've got several fantastic runners from yesterday, which I highly recommend you check out the VOD for, that would take issue with that.
Yeah, this is the first year I've not ran Undertale, so it does feel a little weird, but I mean, this music is kind of an ode to at least represent Undertale in some way in my run.
So that is a big pickup for Liam, for sure. That's two big pickups for Liam, and that's going to open up a lot of things moving forward. and even that pickup is great. So now, both of our runners have seen the hammer and the moon pearl, and so moon pearl is required for anything in Dark World, and the hammer unlocks a lot of things. It also serves as a weapon for our players who don't have a sword yet, but more importantly, while it doesn't necessarily unlock things directly, it's very useful for circumventing travel to unlock other checks. So, ooh, big check for Koreyn. So this seems to be a check-heavy opening, which is it's
Scary.
either great or it's scary because you're going to end up with a lot of checks early on, and that means decisions. So sometimes the seed will say, here's one item, maybe two, and that will lead you down a couple set paths, and it will take you through the seed. Some seeds are very, very front-loaded, and it leaves you with a ton of decisions, and those decisions can end up leading a whole lot of nowhere. So at this point, even though their routes diverged immediately and they both headed different ways, they've essentially crossed paths and they've got Kakariko Village done and dusted. They've made their checks there. And now it just remains to be seen where the players choose to go from here. So now we see Koreyn also making the same check that Liam made previous to see, and now we know ledge check, that's arrows. Nobody's going to check for that. Nobody's going to bother going back for it. So that one will absolutely be removed from the check trackers.
That's good because that means Aghanim Tower is not as of right now required. It may still change, but at least we know that it's not required at the moment.
Absolutely. And Liam with eyes on a prize there, but we don't know if that's going to be necessary at all. Remains to be seen. I hope so. And if somebody doesn't throw the other one off the top of a Hell in a Cell in 1996, I feel like we haven't achieved anything. So Koreyn picking up something there that is, in my experience, a bad omen. You don't want to see that early. Seeing that early means you could be destined to head into something that's at low hearts is not very forgiving at all.
It's definitely not a healthy seed right now.
Lots of options, surprisingly little usable options. So a lot of passive equipment, but not a whole lot in the way of direct usables. So interesting to see the way these paths have changed and how players have decided they're going to approach this. And I think it will continue to diverge, assuming that the seed doesn't throw a... oh, there you go. Any sort of craziness in Koreyn definitely seeing some front-loaded key items there, that's for sure.
Thanks to Liam for introducing me to changing the music on this, like right before the event, because I'm digging this music.
Oh, I've used the same MSU,
No
the Undertale one, and it's fantastic.
Like I didn't want to leave Sanctuary because it's the home music.
Right? It's so good.
Almost ruined the run because I didn't want to leave.
And Koreyn is still just
he's just hanging out in
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, kind of vegged out. Just I don't know what he's doing.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Maybe I just bore Ganon to death. You just sit there for enough to... Ooh, I want that. Yeah, you just sit there long enough and Ganon just dies of old age. It's like, oh.
Oof.
Save the world. Problem fixed itself.
Interesting. Okay, I see what Koreyn's doing now. I was a little confused for a second there, but I see where we're going. Ironically, I thought that Koreyn would end up being technically behind, but I guess he's making pretty good time here. He's making some bold decisions, and in a randomizer like this, you kind of have to.
Yeah, especially since Liam's probably the better technical player, so I have to make some gambles and hope they pay off. And that doesn't work.
Useful for later.
Useful for later. Yeah.
Liam also seeing those big keys picked up in the cave. Just going to continue looking for his checks. That's a big pickup for Koreyn. That's a big pickup for Koreyn. Because that will give access to one of the dungeons that he didn't previously have. Playing this dancing around game is harder than you guys might think.
I believe it. You're doing great so far.
Liam, having to be careful. These mobs hit unnecessarily hard, in my opinion. There's no reason whatsoever that they need to hit that hard. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Koreyn checking his map there and seeing some things, and potentially seeing a favorable outcome there.
All this dungeon music is fire.
Right? Oh.
That's terrible.
Unfortunately, though, Koreyn is having to dip a dungeon that at this heart level is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But it's paying dividends. That's a big pickup.
I think this music's actually going to be a curse for my run because I'm too busy dancing, jamming out to the music.
I did that with the Persona 5 one. I'm like, no, stop it.
Oh, see, I messed up. Oh, all right, that's fine. Actually, this is fine. Actually, this actually works out.
So Liam's taking a more kind of relaxed and tried, tested, true route here, and I really like this because it covers all the bases before you start fanning out. And I really just kind of waits to be seen whether or not it pays off. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
How many times are you gonna use that line today?
I'm going to try and keep it just at the once.
I've already used it once, and you used it.
Dang.
Come on, I want to go back into that dungeon.
Oh no. So we did get a $30 donation from our friend Alcade, who says $10 for the world record holder, 10 for Key Sanity, and 10 for the A&R 6-pack. Oh Lord help me.
Get out of my way. I got a problem.
You have a problem?
Yeah. I only have one bomb. That's my problem. I'm hoping for a bomb drop of some kind. For once, I'm hoping for a bomb. About the only time I'll ever say that.
We're starting to see Liam branch out. He also checks the map and sees what he's working with here. I think he's formulating a plan. Very Pinky in the Brain-esque.
Oh wait, I can do this.
Take Take over the world.
I'm so smart sometimes.
Narf. Alright, let's see if this cave lives up to its name.
Oh, he's right. Okay.
Oh, lovely. And that was my last one. Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Yeah, I threw that too early. And nope, nothing.
Small mistake on Liam's part, but he should be able to pull it back here relatively quickly, particularly as he has a way to get more.
Yeah, same problem I have. He ran out of bombs.
Yeah. Koreyn's seeing some more maps. The game's rubbing it in his face with the bombs, though.
Let's go and sit here.
I do that, but
So Koreyn's changed gears. I believe he dipped as much as he could, and now he's looking for other free checks that he's got. But oh, interesting. So he's making his way around, and because of what he's already grabbed, he does have more access right now. How long that remains is a mystery. Entirely up to Liam, but Liam seems to be picking up the scent here. Another ominous pickup for Koreyn.
It's never good.
There you go. And Stumpy providing basically nothing as per usual. Interesting. Okay.
That's useful.
Definitely a useful pickup for Koreyn as well. The fun part about these randomizer races is the routing changes, and it really comes down to execution at the end of the day. And so Koreyn, I would definitely say, is he's seeing results with being more aggressive right now. And it remains to be seen whether or not Liam's just going to close the gap through really good decision making.
Rip.
Unfortunate. The good news, though, is that Koreyn has the ability to fully clear out this area, meaning he won't have to come back. And it pays off. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Perfect.
The only thing about this run is a couple of the early items that really makes this game go fast we haven't gotten yet. So, like, I would love
No boots, no bow. It's showing right now.
No flute, at least for me, no flute.
Liam is methodical. Look at him. He's just smashing through these checks. Interesting. Koreyn making sure that he checks that NPC. There are certain NPCs in the game that will tell you areas of certain things. So that's very helpful.
Extremely. Since I now know where all three of them are.
So Liam's gonna have to raw dog this because he doesn't have all the requirements for it, but he can at least do partial. Uh, it'll stop him from completing it, but he can at least check the entire front portion. Oh, beauty. All right, Liam finding some fun treasure there. And that's going to help in the long run. Despite already having the hammer, no big deal.
That's helpful.
Koreyn looking to upgrade the arsenal rather than expand it, which is definitely going to be helpful if he needs to dip those more difficult dungeons when he doesn't have the hearts. Just anything that'll help you get through the room smoother. Oh, beautiful! Koreyn uses a speedrunner trick that allows you to spawn fewer skeletons in that room and kill them even before they appear. Well done.
Key is in plain sight. I don't have the big key yet.
And here's Liam technically sequence breaking, but if you know what you're doing, this is a no-brainer. It's very easy, and you can see those sparkles there that help you orient yourself in a room like this that you can't see. Very smart play from Liam. Alright. Oh, nice. Okay. Liam using a little bit of another speedrun trick there, which is a damage boost. Stairs will stop your momentum. So by boosting into the stairs, it stops him. He's able to get control, and then he hit the button, and it propelled him back. So he's not going to take further damage, and he was able to open that without having to clear the quote-unquote puzzle of that room. So well done there. Both runners opt to peace out because they can't go any deeper in that dungeon. And now we're back to Splitsville, and everyone kind of going a different way. And Liam's opting to check a zone that neither player's been in yet.
I missed a spot. Oh well, I'll get it later. Not the optimal route, but it is what it is.
Alright, Liam taking stock of what's around him here. Just gets close enough to see what's there and then wanders off. He doesn't need to check anything else. He knows. Liam trying to be a pole dancer. Lovely. Again, seeing where the routes kind of differed earlier and where they're leading them now. Very interesting to see. And I don't know if it's going to long-term result in a split or if it's just kind of checks and half checks and everything. It'll be interesting to see how it affects the run moving forward. That's another piece of kit that I don't know if Koreyn wants to see right now.
No.
But he might have to. He might just have to accept it.
Actually,
and
I
he
do.
might have to dirty dip.
Actually, I know which dungeons I do need to hit, so that's kind of helpful.
Alright, Liam definitely going to make some checks here that we haven't seen yet. And this, there's some fun tricks in here, and I believe Liam, yeah, so right there. Easy, 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 easy. And is he going to go for it? He's not. Okay. Oh, I see. Never mind. I know why. It's okay, I'm smart. That's why they pay me the big bucks. Both runners are likely holding out hope for boots or bow here soon. Whether they appear is another thing entirely. Oh, interesting. All right, Liam using a pretty common way to exit that room quickly. It's always fun. Just puts you right back at the front door. No big deal. And drops in, and he's gonna check a few more things in here, and then likely call it for this part since we don't have access to the back. Ooh, that's a big pickup for Liam though. And this is where the difference in route is absolutely paying off. Alright, now Koreyn's looking to retrace some steps here. See what he can see, and then hopefully cross off some more of those free checks that he's got hanging around.
His sea is definitely dried up. That's nice.
And so this is where, with the difference in routing, Koreyn is going to continue on here, whereas Liam did not. And we'll see if that ends up paying off for him, or if it just kind of ends in a half check.
Goodness, this music is fire. Actually, that's all I can do. Ooh, that's helpful.
Yeah, now we're seeing Liam's slower controlled approach starting to pay off. And he's starting to see those items that he needs to unlock more checks. And he'll be able to branch out, hopefully a lot cleaner without fragmented checks. He'll be able to kind of clean out zones as needed. That is a big pickup for Koreyn, however.
I missed a check.
Oh,
It's fine. That's worth.
all right.
It's worth. It's worth. It's worth.
Who are you trying to convince?
Well, you need it anyway. I mean,
True, absolutely.
it's pointing between the what I just gathered. I have a direction of where I need to go, so
Absolutely.
it's going to give me a really much needed item to.
All right, Liam's here to look to pay a big fish to see what he gets.
Oh. That's a spicy one.
All right. Liam having to do a little bit of shenanigans right now. And Koreyn looking to dip to see what can be had. Overall, both players are really sitting even, honestly, even though the routing that they took to get here was different. There's, they're both picking up things that are either side grades for them. And the other one grabbed that other piece before the other, so we're really not seeing anything crazy right now. Both guys are just kind of testing the waters. Liam's definitely playing the patience game right now, making his checks, just going through. I think if there's going to be a deciding factor between these two, it'll be just the relentlessness of make your check, move on. Don't do anything crazy sauce. Or it could pay huge with Koreyn just trying to throw caution to the wind and see where it goes.
Okay. There we go.
Koreyn doing an excellent job of navigating the path to Death Mountain in the dark. Now, technically, based on the seed, it is either a sequence break or it's included as part of their logic that you do that. A very common thing, and it's actually a lot easier to do, particularly when you have a hook shot or a sword or something like that, because you'll be able to use those to mark where you are on the screen, as long as you remember the layout of the rooms that you're moving through. It's always the same and it's very easy to run through, but both runners having a very similar idea here what they're trying to accomplish.
He's not giving us anything at the moment. A little rough.
Another piece of the puzzle for Liam there. Unfortunately, that's not a big help, however. Liam gonna show off. Oh, he was gonna show off a little bit of cool tech. All right, we're gonna get a round 2 from it here. Boom, lovely. Oh, Koreyn going for the same thing. Alright, I think Liam's about to get his first real stretch forward in the seed, but we'll have to see what's on offer here.
I don't have the...
Boom, that's a big pickup for Liam, a very big pickup, as that is going to be required this seed for sure. The speedrunner background from Liam here is definitely going to pay off because there's a lot. Ooh, interesting. Because there's a lot of ways to go through this, and the speedrun way kind of covers a lot of eventualities. And there's a big pickup for Koreyn as well. Again, guys are neck and neck, even 40 minutes in, and they're closing the gap. Well, that's a nice to have pickup on Liam's part there. Oh, Liam goes for a clip trick. What a saucy little minx. And that's going to get him access to something he really shouldn't have right now. But that is a crazy sequence break for him. And he finds himself a little hint for his troubles. That is nuts, you guys. If you're not a Link to the Past player, what he did is particularly precise, and that was intense. Well done, Liam.
Thank you.
The fact that he just did it and didn't say anything, it's just, don't mind me, just gonna blow your socks off. There we go. Because of the upgrades, that was a very, very quick ordeal. Easy peasy. Gets himself a nice little reward, and ironically, a check with it.
Hmm.
All right, so Koreyn going to make a check there. Unsure if that's going to be something in the long term, but there's at least a chance that that might be required. So if it does, then it definitely is a good thing that it was checked early. And if it's not, then you know he can curse those 30 seconds wasted later. All right, Liam's got some newfound gusto. He's gonna go and he's gonna try and branch out and pick up some more checks here. Still doesn't have the mirror. Neither players have mirrors, so they're having to be very creative about travel around the map. And no boots either for both players, which really limits the speed that they can travel. Big, big, big pickup for Koreyn. That's huge. That is an item that can and will make the difference in this run. At least as far as things go right now. So. And both players really just plowing through, making their checks, being efficient, but not taking too much extra time for frivolous stuff. This will be Koreyn's first big test right here. Well done, Gordon. Very, very, very clean. Oh, and another piece of the puzzle. Not a glamorous pickup, but definitely a good one.
Oh my gosh.
see him using some tricky behavior stuff. Did not have to deal with anything nuts. I'm not sure about that check. I don't know that will provide anything, but we shall see. Another big pickup for Koreyn. The last two have really provided him with the ability to kind of open this whole seed up. And so the world is his oyster now. It really depends on the types of choices he makes from here on out and what he does with them. That's a big pickup for Liam, though. Oh, Koreyn making steady progress now. Love to see it.
Oh, best item of the game right there.
Can't argue with that logic. So Liam gonna show a cool trick here. Some pause buffering.
Oh, that's right. Don't do that.
Boom. Perfect. The reward does not match the effort.
It's not.
Koreyn looking to close out another piece of the puzzle here.
Oops.
Well, Koreyn playing at excellent phases. Can't really ask for better than that. Oh God, and that should be perfect.
Smooth.
Minimal hassle, no. Oh, and another big pickup. Oh, he's running away with it here.
Okay, the fact that he says "oh yes" after that is a little creepy, but funny nevertheless.
Oh. Corn getting a little bit more freedom. Again, just the access that he has now is going to allow him even more freedom, which is crazy. I think at this point he's just waiting on a couple big ticket items to really get things rolling, while Liam starts to pick up the pace, and I believe he's looking to get him some big pieces as well. We're losing a little bit of time there on some. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought he had a bad check, but no, that will be. Hopefully, this results in something good, but we'll see.
Fat rip.
Oh, unfortunate. That's a very clean kill for Liam. We're trying to clean up kind of the annoying side pieces here. Oh, nothing there. Always a heartbreaker with that check. Always. Liam looking to do the same. Kind of a point where you end up with, oh, that's big. That's big for Liam. Let's see how he transitions this and see what he does with it. Liam, Liam closing the gap here now that he's got access, and he's just gonna pick everything up and then start prioritizing his projects left based on what he's got. This should be a fairly cut and dry. If there is a lead, Koreyn has it by a slight amount right now, but that could change at any point now. technique called item dashing there. So that way when you dash and use the net at the same time, it'll automatically catch that fairy that comes out. Just a little safety for him, and a cool little technique to show off to the folks at home. All right, and in this case, we're again seeing differing paths, and let's see if it pays off for Koreyn here. Not ideal. Not what he would have wanted to see there for sure.
Not at all. Are you serious?
Alright, a lot of individual small checks, but we're running out of those at this point for both players. And some things are still going to unlock as they continue to go, but most of what they're going to have to do lies in the dungeons ahead of them. We're just about to cross the hour mark, and both players are not in bad shape, having completed at least one dungeon. Particularly as these start to come together real fast, real quick at the end. So, I think we're just waiting on one big item each. For each player to really break open the last remnants of overworld checks, and then shove this predominantly to the end game. Nice. Koreyn with a cool little trick there, where if you are on top of blocks when they are placed up, it will put you in a constant state of invulnerability. And so anything that tries to hit you won't be able to. And that state lasts until you step off of those blocks.
It's a nice little break.
Absolutely. That is the intended speedrun strat, actually. Something that a lot of people don't know, though, is that there's a strong foundation of speedrunning in randos, as you can imagine. So a lot of common techniques that you would see in the speedrun are found all over the rando runs for obvious reasons, particularly amongst racers.
I forgot which one I need to do.
So Koreyn is looking to finish off this dungeon, which you'll remember Liam already went through here, and
He did the skip, didn't he?
Even, he glitched this.
I knew he was gonna do it, that butthole. I say it out of love, but that butthole.
Hey, don't get mad at me. I asked if you wanted to disallow it.
You sent me the link too, and I didn't.
I did. I showed you how to do it.
So, it was smooth as butter.
I believe it too.
He's
still a butthole though.
Yeah, just lined up and just went, all right.
I don't need to do anything fancy. I can just do this.
Absolutely. Not Liam, sorry. Koreyn seeing yet another one of those ill omens. But he's going to need that anyways for the end, because either he's going to have to dip, or that's, the mad dash for the end. So GT keys you're going to need to see eventually.
Yeah, I think we need...
You just hope you don't need to use them.
I think we need at least 2, right, Liam? Or is it 1? I think we need 2.
You can get away with 1.
You can get away with 1 if you get the mini Helmosaur. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to go non-stop, you need 2.
Easy boss fight for Koreyn. That tempered Master Sword does some great damage. Just missing that last sword upgrade to really butter up the competition.
Heck, you were going to talk anyway.
Another great example here of where the racers really chose different paths. Again, the difference between the two at this point is basically minimal. One cleans up a mess, the other one skipped ahead of one but was already behind on other checks. There's really no telling who's in any sort of lead right now. It all depends on who's going to be the first one to find their bow, honestly. That's going to be a big pickup. Koreyn here trying his luck. Koreyn, do you have the big key for this?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, so you're dipping and hoping, eh?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Like I say, against Liam, I have to take some big gambles.
Absolutely, nothing wrong with that. So this dungeon has a lot of ways that you can just absolutely skip whole rooms, portions. Oh, Liam takes a death there. Was that intentional, Liam?
Yeah, it was intentional.
Ah,
Okay.
dang it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
legit.
That does not invoke the donation.
So we do have a side bet going here for those. I guess we didn't really tell the
Yeah, we didn't
viewers.
talk about that.
Loser pays $100 to the run, and then for every death, that runner will donate $20. But I think we're at the point of the game which we're not going to actively die.
Probably not. The early game armor upgrades really set you guys up for that one.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big pickup for Koreyn. That is a required item in every sense, and that will be a deciding factor unless Liam can find it and close the distance here in the future. So the good news is that Koreyn is sitting on 2 small keys for here. So depending on where things are, we could continue to see some progress, but even with that item he picked up, that could be enough to keep moving things forward for him. Okay, good, solid, and he didn't forget the lone chest sitting up here. Not what he wants to see, but it's one less check to do. Just talking about how he might not take a death, and then he gets himself down.
I got a fairy. It's all right. I got a fairy. It's all right. I got that safety fairy.
That's right too. So for our viewers, did you guys randomize GT entry?
We did not.
No.
Okay, so GT entry requires all the crystals.
All seven crystals. Yes, sir.
Okay. Koreyn using a slide item. It's not really a glitch. I'd say it's more of a technique. So he moves those blocks and then just shoots a little bit of fire over top of it. It's a cool little technique. Unfortunately, finding little progression here beyond what he already found. Ooh. Another turtle rock small. Koreyn's really staring down the barrel of turtle rock at this point.
Actually, I should have.
And Liam has managed to close the gap, and he's making some checks real quick here.
Oh, there's one major check I haven't checked yet. I'll check here in a moment. Oh, no, I messed up. I guess I'll do that check. I think it was a sign.
Koreyn going to look and see what he's left on the board.
Ooh, that wasn't what I was hoping for.
Unfortunate. The Koreyn's back to the drawing board right now, while our boy Liam is looking to clean up what he's working on right now. Unfortunately, he won't be able to go any further in here than Koreyn could. Same reason. Koreyn's starting to listen to his seed as it's calling out to him. He's been ignoring it for the better part of an hour, and I think at this point he's just decided he can't play that game anymore.
Well, it depends. This could be real bad. Okay, it's
could
not
be.
bad.
All right. See some progress forward. Liam wasting no time covering the distance. He got what he sniffed out of that last dungeon, and he is on the prowl. He's wasting no time. Maybe a little bit of time with those stupid enemies, but this seed is incredibly close, and I just want any of the viewers who are familiar with randos to understand how incredibly close these guys are right now. It's nuts. Alright. Koreyn not seeing a complete waste of time there, because that does give him some more information on the whereabouts of major quest items, so he's not out yet. Both players just... Oh. Now my question to you is, does a death with a fairy revival count as a death?
Nope.
That's a good question.
I'll call it half. I'll call it half. How about that?
I think that's a fair... I think that's fair.
I mean, we can do no, it doesn't count.
I'll do half.
You're not seeing the game over screen, so...
I'll be a good sport for charity and say half of it, so $10.
Okay.
All right, so Koreyn's up to $10, still holding a decent lead right now as he's shuffling through, making his checks here. Liam wasting no time. He's a machine built for randos. He's the Terminator of rando.
I don't know about all that.
I do know all about that. Well done, Koreyn.
Do need to be careful.
Ooh, interesting. No progression yet with that, but still a strong pickup. Unfortunately, no magic powder So you can't even anti-fairy for some health here if you wanted to. Liam with a non-quest progression item there, but still very helpful. Oh, not what you want to see.
Oh!
Big win.
Oh!
You can hear Koren's excitement that that was a big item pickup for him. He knows what that means, and he's already out. Making no bones about it, he is off to the races. Liam with a massive item pickup there as well. Both players having their magic mirrors now. The cat's out of the bag, boys. You were seconds apart there.
I was gonna say, obviously, it must be what he just picked up.
Yeah, that's huge.
Because there's not much left.
No.
I remember to go there this time.
Not a quest requirement item, but definitely a very helpful one on Koren's for Koren picked up there. But
Yeah, I gotta go that way anyway, so it kind of works out.
oh, Koren with the smart grab there. Ooh, Truthful says he'll hedge that wager. $100 on the table for a deathless run. Knock 20 off for every full death.
Who said that?
Now the question is,
That's
are
Truthful.
intentional deaths
That'd be our
counted
buddy
in that? Because I'm about to kill myself on purpose.
You shouldn't kill yourself. You got so much to live for. You have value in my life.
Liam, that's Liam's second intentional death, and that's used for a number of reasons. I don't know that intentional deaths go, but I guess that's up to Truthful, isn't it? I'm hoping that the Ocarina of Time co-op run after, that's a big pickup for, that's a very big pickup for Koren. Okay, not including intentional deaths. Again, this is one of those crazy deviances here where Koren bailed out and he's now making checks on his own, and Liam has gone a completely different route, opted for a different way entirely, and he's working on a whole other project now. Oh, that's a big pickup though. That's a very big pickup for Liam. Koren though looking to pick up something that's going to help him finish strong here. Congratulations. It's a buttery, buttery time to be alive. I'm getting some upgrades. Interesting though that no matter what these guys do, they seem to deviate in very small ways, and then they end up roughly back on the same pathway every single time. It is worth noting that both of these players are well seasoned rando players, and they know very well what they're doing.
That's nice.
Big pickup for Koreyn as well. Okay. Liam using more of that block push item tech, where he pushed that block, and then while the block was in motion, it doesn't have the hitbox, so he just uses the hookshot to the block past it, and it pushes him, or it pulls him to the other block. Very cool little bit of tech for that, and there's a number of uses throughout the run. Just cool little things from the speed run that you can spot it in even in a rando. So Liam looking to backtrack here because it's going to be quicker than trying to come all the way back through. Liam getting a little bit creative here. Ironically, using what would be considered part of the intended route for this dungeon, but because he has access to that cane, he just says, screw it, I don't care. That half magic enchantment really paying dividends for Liam right now, and he gets a great start to the fight. That is about as picture perfect as you're gonna get. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't have it. Okay.
So very different routes from both runners right now. Koreyn taking more of the speedrun intended route. Liam taking the, I guess, half intended route. Very interesting. Unfortunately, we're an hour 23 in, and we're still missing a couple key items here. All right, Liam is setting up, all ready to. Oh yeah, he's looking to barge into a whole nother dungeon. All right, Koreyn looking to close this out. And Liam looking to do a little bit of trickery here. Oh, that is shenanigans. Shenanigans from Liam. Altogether a small time save, but still fun to watch. The amount of game knowledge that you have to do a lot of this stuff is, well, it's not nothing. Not a great start for Koreyn, but definitely a quick and clean wrap up for that. All right, Koreyn looking to. Oh, he's looking to pick up some more overworld checks that he hadn't grabbed earlier. Good progression through both ways. Liam just bulldozing this dungeon. There's not much left. And looks like Koreyn's prepping to get in himself. Or maybe, oh, I see where Koreyn's going. Okay. I think he's wrapping up more in-area overworld checks right now. Okay. Oh, Liam with the diver down. There's a fun little trick. Not that difficult to pull off, if memory serves.
Not really.
And it saves. Does it save a key or is it just time running around? I believe it's just time, correct?
You don't have to actually, like, you can drown the key and it doesn't. The
Okay.
other skip I did does save a key. It's why I don't have to go get the key in here.
Very nice.
Because I already have one that I didn't use earlier.
You guys heard it here first. He cheated. Liam's a dirty cheater. and that's another objective down for Liam. He's making good progress, despite the fact that he's not. He's still missing the bow, which is one of the most important items that they're both missing. He's more or less cleaned up all the other loose ends. So. And very different roads for both players. Liam looking to clean up some leftovers from earlier. Ooh, big pickup for Koreyn as well.
I'm gonna take a gamble here. It's either gonna save my run or it's gonna set me back like 5 minutes.
Both runners really still just looking for the one spot that's going to blow this whole thing open.
What a great song choice. Okay, fine beat buckles. Wasn't what I was hoping for.
Just doing a little bit of searching. Koreyn taking a dip. It was worth a shot. Unfortunately, it did not pay off. Access to the backside of this dungeon, so that should be progress here. And progress at this point, even without the items that they need, is still a step closer to the finals. So At this point, we are in the end game because anything they get that's going to unlock doors or boost progression forward, it's all just towards those pendants and those crystals, whatever they need. Remains to be seen whether or not this is going to be a PED seed.
It looks like it's actually not going to be one. I don't know.
We'll see.
Jury's still out.
In the meantime, enjoy this Undertale music. And don't be like Koreyn. Don't tank enemies with your face.
It sounds so good, though.
Even going out of his way to check some of these overworld checks that are very secluded. They're time heavy, but if they give you what you need, then you're in a good spot. If they don't, unfortunately, it's scary time. Koreyn's gonna clean this up nicely, see what's here, but more importantly, major quest item here. The raid starts the fight for Koreyn. Finds himself in a good position. Unfortunately, blinds a dickhead. But that upgraded shield certainly does help. Easy peasy. Oh. Liam gets himself the worst map in the game. Altogether useless, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I messed up.
Alright, Liam looking to tie up some loose ends. Koreyn's still looking to get some more progress done. Again, both are still on the hunt for, at this point, it's the bow, but more than that is they're looking for overall crystals and or pendants. Big pickup for Liam. Who immediately makes the move on it. That's a big one for him, or he feels so, and he is on his way.
Golly.
Koreyn looking to get a little bit more dungeon progress done. And ironically, these two, all they did was switch.
Oh. Guess I'm not going to do that. Wait. I'm silly. How do I drop the key? Or does it? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Oi, 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 oi. That didn't work.
Okay, I see where Koreyn's going now. Ooh, unfortunate.
I am not sure where I can go now.
Alright, both runners looking like they're just cleaning up odds and ends right now. Liam with a beautiful item dash with the hammer there. Liam looking like he's checking the pyramid. Didn't like what he saw. He got out of there quick. Still no sign of the mushroom or the powder or any of that stuff. None of those turn-ins yet.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a doozy of a pickup for Koreyn. And that is liable to break things open, wide open.
Assuming Liam already got that.
You might as well just say it's obvious the answer is no.
Oh, okay. I guess not. I figured you already had it.
I don't know. I don't even know what to talk about. I assume it's the bow, though.
Yeah.
Nope, no bow for me.
That bowl opens up a lot of checks for Koreyn, who is essentially into the sun setting of the run.
Yeah, I did do this. Okay.
Thank you. Golly.
There's always a lot of just small checks left on the outskirts, and it's always frustrating. We're really not looking to pay that $20 per death fee.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Liam's just about to find another big piece of the puzzle here. Koreyn makes short work of that. Both runners really just showing the skill of once you get to the end, you've got all the things you need, and it's just go mode. Not officially, but certainly feels that way. We are approaching critical mass.
That's what I needed. That's huge.
Koreyn looking at it like it's, yeah, I think that's his, is that go mode?
That might be actually.
Alright.
I think all I need is Ganon Tower's big key, and I know where it's at. Kinda. Oh, I don't. Oh, never mind. I don't have... I'm missing an item. Did all that and didn't even see my map correctly. That sucks.
Seems like both runners have had kind of a brain meat moment. Let's see where this rolls. Liam charging off very determinedly, I will say that.
There it is.
Anybody's run now. Liam has smelled water, blood in the water. He is on the scent.
$10 more.
He's testing out the strength of those bottle fairies.
They're there, use them. It's alright. I don't know why I went in here. I didn't need to go in there, but it's alright. I just realized that that is not a crystal dungeon.
Misery Mire right on Koreyn's heels. Can't say that these boys didn't keep this very close and very exciting the entire run.
Like, that was not even a crystal. Wasn't even paying
Yeah,
attention.
I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing.
I might as well done it anyway, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
All for frickin' nothing, too.
Mm-hmm.
Runners are not sure if PED is going to be required. I believe Koreyn is the only one who checked it, so he's the only one who actually knows what's on it.
Literally. To check right now.
Oh, well, there we go. Liam's about to find out whether he's willing to risk it, biscuit.
Freaking hate Turtle Rock.
I'm dumb. I have all the pendants. I could have just pulled head.
Oh, dang. I didn't know you had all the pendants.
I didn't either. I mislabeled something, that's why.
Hmm.
That would mean... this... Oh. Yeah, one of them.
So have you checked it?
Yes. It's not
Anybody's race.
technically required, but it
Yeah.
potentially could still be useful.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by it. Oh.
See him do that flawlessly. That was crazy. The man's insane.
Okay, not what I was hoping for.
I was not expecting that.
Koreyn. Not sure how many that puts him at, but we shall see.
Fortunately, that doesn't give me a lot of. My way.
No time looking to close out things that he's missed. It really is anybody's run.
Good. We're on a close race. That was my goal. I didn't want to embarrass myself.
The smooth movement in rooms, making it look easy.
And then completely messed it up.
There it is.
Ooh. Corn found himself something big, though.
That's huge.
That is. That's a very big pickup. I don't know if that's one that Liam has done.
I don't know why I went into the dark world. I didn't need to do that.
Hey, thank you to Shock. Unfortunately, we must have missed it. But thank you to Shock, who donated $100. Say, keep up the
Hey.
great work, guys.
Thanks, Shock. Real pal.
We are making quick work of that boss.
Had it. Don't go against your instincts. Should know better. Of course, that was also the one I had labeled incorrectly, which is why I was avoiding it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I got that 3 times this game. What a
I was
chance.
to say that was exceptionally well done, dude.
Oh. I would love a certain upgrade. Ooh, I like that though.
Oh. At this point, we are in kind of free fall mode, and both players are looking to close out everything that they need. Because I don't believe there are any needs unmet here. Everything else is just completion.
I have one item missing.
What are you missing?
Big key.
Oh, that'll do it.
Ganon's
Which big
Tower.
key are you missing?
What's that?
Which big key?
The Eastern.
Ah, I'll do it. Ooh, Corn almost eating a face full. Okay, let's see if we can get the quick kill. Oh. Ew, who does it like that? Bro. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I am too. Story of my life.
Looks like Liam's trying to collect some loose ends and try to find a piece of change that fell on the couch here.
That's huge.
Absolutely. That's a big pickup for Koreyn, for sure. That was a solid fight from Liam. Can't really ask for better than that. That's pretty textbook. Koreyn being real thorough with his checks, but for the most part, I believe he is good to go.
I just need the big key.
Oh, that's right too. Missing the big fella. Cool piece of tech there. The hitbox on those teleporters isn't as big as it seems. It just bounces right over it. Looks like we even found the breadcrumb he was looking for, and now he is on the chase. And he is wasting no time.
Yeah, that mislabel really messed me up. I don't even know how long I had both red crystals, to be perfectly honest.
Oof, that's really rough.
Yep. Oops, wow.
Using a trick where when you use an item that uses magic, if you grab the wall and pull, it won't use that magic. So he is currently invulnerable while these towers are throwing themselves uselessly at him. And then Hand attempts to get second base.
It's not what I was hoping for. There we go.
Absolutely atrocious fight.
Oh my gosh. My heart.
You better Koreyn screwed that fight up real bad too.
Can't believe this music would do this to me right now. It's not fair, man. It's not right. Come on.
Animal. Liam is catching up very fast.
Oh, it's like the dumbest luck ever. But I figured I had to do something like that because I know I'm behind.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, a twofer.
That's rough. Oh.
Well done.
Please let it be. Please let it be what I think it is. Oh, it's not. It's alright. Still bussing.
Is closing the distance like a wild animal. That is, wow. That's a fantastic ring.
Yep.
He's putting on a clinic, ladies and gentlemen, on how to approach this. This is crazy sauce. Koreyn being very cautious right now, not looking to make any mistakes, because there are none to be made.
And time.
GG.
GG's, dude.
That is. So, just so that way the viewers are aware of what happened here, okay?
If you didn't get validation, chest doesn't count.
I did.
Yeah,
I
You
did.
Based on what you were saying earlier, yeah, it sounded like you checked it.
So, it's worth noting that Liam is going to finish here in the next 2 minutes or so, which is already crazy, but I want them to know that Liam owns the fact that he made a clerical error, and that did lead to a difference, because you guys were neck and neck, basically,
Oh,
the entire run. Like,
That's
the entire
insane.
run. Just different routes, but you guys all got to what you were getting pretty much, you know.
oh, you gotta triple
what
off
if
that.
you would
That's
go find
nuts.
something? But what's crazy is Liam had probably 20 minutes worth of, because of his clerical error, he didn't know how long he'd been sitting on both red crystals for the bomb.
Oh, and
So
that's
he
where
was
Eastern
just
Palace
missing
was. Oh,
The EP bit
Yep.
heat.
oh, that sucks.
But I want you to know, he's literally about to start the Ganon fight. He closed 20 minutes worth of
Did-
like
So, did he go
being
right side?
behind in about 5 minutes.
Did you start right side? In
I
Ganon?
did.
Ah,
And
okay.
I gambled it.
That was a great
It was
gamble.
like it was basically my only shot.
Oh, and you have tempered. Okay. You didn't go to the island to get the butter?
Nah, I didn't bother.
I'm a little pansy and was like, no, I want the butter.
And I'm playing absolutely sloppy here.
Yeah, I really want people to know that both of these players played crazy out of their minds. They did very, very well. And Koreyn made some absolutely out of the pocket insane decisions early on, and it kept him not only in the game but ahead enough, because Liam is relentless, and as somebody who's raced against Liam enough times, he is relentless.
Yeah.
And to crush 20 minutes plus of difference in about 5 minutes is a testament to his skill. So one more time, guys, let's give it up for Koreyn and Liam, who's about to finish his run, because they killed it, and that was fun on a bun.
Do you have silvers? You do. Okay.
I do. Yeah, you want to know where silvers were?
I got them because I checked.
Oh, okay.
I cleared left side first because I was hoping that key was on left side. So yeah, you saved a lot of time with the fact that I ran left side and had to clear all of it and then went right side.
Well, that was very bad. Man. too freaking nervous now.
You got this.
Absolutely very, very bad Ganon fight. But we'll take it.
There you go. Great job. Yeah, you definitely clicked because you said you cleared pedestal, whereas I just checked it and I saw it was a small key.
Well,
and
that's why
like,
I didn't think I had cleared pedestal yet. I was just gonna go see what the item was, and then I was running, left and was just looking at my items and stuff, and I noticed, wait, I have 3 pendants. Why do I have 3 pendants? I shouldn't have 3 pendants.
Yeah, that was.
And yeah, I'd accidentally somehow labeled pod as a pendant.
My ascension up Ganon's Tower played Undertale. I about teared up as I was progressing up Ganon's Tower. It's like my favorite song as I'm trying to focus up, and I'm like, oh, it was so much.
So, I guess I owe $100.
I'll throw in 50 as charity, and then on top of the 20.
Yeah, you only do what, Joe?
Then I owe
death
20.
counts.
Yeah, there's 0 death counts. I had 2 fairy deaths, so that would be 20.
And I took 2 intentional deaths.
So
You could do what Koreyn did and do, since they're intentional, do half cost if you want to.
I'll have to. But I'll do 70 total as an act of goodwill, and that was a
I'll throw
lot.
120 in.
That was a lot of fun. Showcase their skills there. I knew you had done as soon as Tristal said something about the Tower of Hera skip. I was like, that butthole did that trick that I did not take time to learn right before the event, and it was. I think it was shortly before then I found the Tower of Hera key, so it wasn't a big deal. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, it's not the end of the world.
I found it later and did it twice, but
I'm going to shout out our dear friend Edric / Aaron donated $100, and he says, I believe in Liam, he'll get it done without a death. And he did. Way to kick ass, boys.
That was awesome.
Fantastic.
That was a
thanks
fun
for the donation.
Yeah, that was a key stand. Now there are other. We're a little early, so I guess we can just sit and chat for a little bit.
Well, I was literally gonna say I'm looking at time, and we're a little early.
We are going to swap over. We're going to throw on some music, and we're going to bump things up a little bit, and we're going to kick off our next run in about 18 minutes.
Yeah, so we got a few minutes to chat real quick while I get set up here, because I will be taking over the restreaming.
Okay, I have to discuss that with you guys, though, if we're doing that.
Well, we can.
I'm
wait a
sure
little bit.
he's fine with it, but I got to make sure my commentator's okay with that.
Oh, okay. It should be fine. If we need to spray it out a little bit, it's fine. So my stats on here: first sword 17 minutes, Pegasus boots 41, flute 43, mirror hour 14. Yeah, I think that gamble into technically broke the seed by going to Death Mountain without the lantern, and then got the book and went to, was it Ether up there, and got the fire rod. That I was like, okay, it's point. I knew at that point that Pegasus Boots was in Skull Woods based off of the hint tile from Desert Palace.
I found that hint tile after I found the base.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
that's how it always goes.
Steve dropped a subtle spoiler that he did real well without providing spoiler free, which props to him because that's hard to do on the fly.
It is.
And he gave a subtle hint that I was in Desert Palace where you had not cleared all of it or you didn't even go in on it. So as soon as I saw the hint tile that Pegasus was in Skull Woods, I knew that you didn't know. And so
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I knew as soon as I got the fire rod, I went straight to Skull Woods, got the boots, cleared that dungeon, and then the King's Tomb, not the King's Tomb, the runnable, the rocks to the west of the Sanctuary had the flute, and it's just like, okay, this seed kind of blew open pretty quick in terms of everything to go. But overall, yeah, that seed there for, I would say the first 15 minutes was real nice, and then I would say the next hour was pretty rough in terms of just raw, trying to find things to do, trying to find the right,
It was a very healthy seed.
It was between the defense stuff and then the hearts later on.
I ended up with red mail and 18 hearts.
Oh dang! I only have 14, but I think your collection rate's going to be way higher than mine.
My collection rate's going to be higher than yours.
I think it's going to be 195.
I dipped a lot of checks trying to avoid what I thought was a pendant dungeon.
I think it's going to be 195 only because I had done Western Ganon's Tower, which you just went east. So I have all those checks that you don't have.
I did that knowing that you were definitely way ahead of me and already in GT, so I just said screw it. I'm gonna hit right side. I'm skipping tile room and going straight right side. And it was the very first chest I opened. That's actually not true. I did check. I got silvers off of the torch, and I checked the two. Yeah, I checked the two chests and.
Well, those are the easy ones. You don't
in the
really
free room. Yeah,
really waste a lot of time on that. So we'll see what your stats are, and then I guess we can, if your commentator is willing to bump up just a hair. Yeah. It's fine. We can stall.
Sure, he'll be fine with it.
We can stall a little bit, but yeah. Next we've got all main quest glitchless co-op Ocarina of Time ship run by Aindar and our commentator Trisnell. So it's going to be a great time. And then after that, Liam here is going to run Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways NMG Standard. And that will close out our event this year. And then at the end, we'll have a special announcement and just some, just kind of.
And amongst all that, Totally Serial coming in with the raid.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
I'm going to steal Dan's line here. Are there any smilers in that chat?
Oh, no. So, thank you all for joining up. The fantastic run for Child's Play. So, the three of us, and then also
there you go,
Serial Masticator and Aindar. Aindar's our new admin this year, who's done a fantastic job bringing new ideas. Made a website that just and just socially. Oh, 179. Wow, I figured I collected more than you. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Aindar brought the website.
Well,
it's been very
I know why. Did you went left side?
Yes.
GT. That's why.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't. Yeah. Well, I didn't go.
You cleared a lot more in GT, where I skipped almost the entire basement because I got lucky.
You got lucky, and I didn't go like Swamp Palace. I didn't even like Swamp Palace. I didn't have a small key, so I couldn't even go in, and so it just kind of
cleared Swamp Palace.
Yeah, so it kind of balanced out, but yeah. So Aindar's done a really great job with the website and kind of more of the social stuff that I'm thrilled to have him on board. Serial Masticator, Liam, myself, and Trisnell has been doing this for several years beforehand. So this is our 7th installment of Link to the Cure. It's one of our favorite weekends of the year. At least it is for me. I'll speak for myself, but I think they're going to agree with me in that this is one of their favorite weekends of the year. Get to hang out, see some incredible runs, showcase our runs, and most importantly, raise some money for children. And it's a great time. So thank you all for tuning in. We still got, let's see here, what's our schedule looking like here? How much time do I need to? Sorry, I'm pulling it up real quick here. I think we got 10 minutes we got to burn. Yeah, we got
20?
20 minutes we got to burn. So,
yeah,
which is fine.
funny.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, we finished that seed like a half an hour underestimate.
Yeah. But that was very, very well done. Let's see here. What else about that seed? Yeah, knowing where all 4 swords were, like, really early on was pretty huge.
Yeah, that's like I mean, getting to master was very quick, and then knowing where the other 2 was very quick too. So yeah, I ended up skipping gold, but
I figured
don't technically need it, but it does make things easier.
I was on my way to Ice Palace, I think, and I was just like, I'll just stop and get it. It's like a 15-second run and mirror, and I think overall it would have saved me much more time to do that than out of that. So, who's up next? Aindar and Tristan will be running Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time ship run. All main quests, glitchless co-op. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to watch those 2 showcase themselves. Tristan here, if you missed it, just set a world record in his Majora's Mask run. Sorry, I about said Ocarina of Time again. So if you missed that, you're just going to have to wait for the VOD to come out here in a couple weeks and see that amazing run, which he crushed that world record by 7 minutes, if you can imagine that. So that's unbelievable. Our first ever, at least to my knowledge, first ever world record run on Link to the Cure. So very cool to see that.
It's been a day of finishing underestimate by decent amounts.
Yeah, that's for sure. He was not expecting.
It's like we get some music on the side.
Yeah. So yeah, it's let's see, what else about that seed? I did an early Misery Mire that got me the Can of Samaria, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I couldn't remember. I was debating between that or one other dungeon, and I did end up going to Mire, and it was in the first chest that I checked in there.
Well, you had to have not been right far behind me, because I went to Turtle Rock afterwards, and then looking from the commentary, you got the mirror like right after me. Well, you don't. Yeah.
We were in Turtle Rock at about pretty much the same time, because it's like Tristle said that we were like seconds behind.
Yeah.
Or seconds apart.
I just struggled to find the lantern, and then finally I went back into Misery Mire. It was big chest key. I was beginning to wonder if I missed something. It was in Misery Mire.
Pod, right?
It was Misery Mire, large key. No, bow was in Misery Mire.
Pod.
Yeah, it was in Pod. You're right. Yeah, I went to Misery Mire to find the bow, and then I went to Pod, found the.
Yeah. One thing I did do a lot during the seed was sequence break. I did left side without bow, and then went and did back of Pod.
Yeah, one of our practice runs, I tried to do the back of Pod without a lantern, and I was able to do the 2 chests like basement just fine. But the room where the big key is, I could make my way to the big key, but then I couldn't find the 2 chests, and that annoyed the living fire out of me. So I didn't want to do that again for this run.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was getting ready to do the dark rooms, and sure enough, the lamp was right there before the dark rooms.
And what's funny is I could have gone deeper into Pod, but I just didn't do it. I did the front part, at least what you could without the bow, and then I backed out because I'm like, lantern's not back there, because there's only 2 chests back there that you can, I guess, within logic, get to. And sure enough, it was of course it was one of the 2. I went and checked Aghanim's Tower. Couldn't find it there.
Yeah, I checked those too.
At least the one that I could get to without, going into the dark. Didn't see that, which is kind of rough. Let's see here. Yeah, we're flip. I got flippers early too. I did a pretty crazy.
Yeah, flippers were
Thieves Town.
fairly early. Yeah, that
Thieves
was-
Town. Yeah, I checked that. I went. I skipped a lot of the overworld checks, and I went straight into Dark World, and I did the Thieves Town area, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna go in and check Thieves Town because you can. Those 4 chests are pretty easy to get. And even getting out is not that much of a time loss. And yeah, getting those early flippers helped too because it got me. That's where the level 1 sword was, and then by then I went to Eastern Palace and found Master and Tempered swords there. And by then I already knew where the last sword upgrade was. So it's like, okay, well that within like a 10-minute span, I went from 0 swords to having 3 swords and knowing where the 4th one was. And it's like, okay, I like this because butter makes everything better, both on food and in life. So, all right. Well, I think we're pretty much good to go. Liam, you got any last words before we kind of close up and get ready for the next run?
No, just thanks for the run, man. It was a great
Yeah.
race. At least kept it close almost the whole way and kept it interesting at the end.
Yeah, I love the different strategies. I'm anxious to see the VOD on the strategy you took. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I hope to do this again with you. I think it was a lot of fun. I think next time we may go even crazier if we're feeling up to it. Maybe do some like entrance randomizer on top of it. We'll see how antsy I feel doing one of those. Just kind of breaking the game and just having all kinds of fun, blowing everyone's minds. So, so we're gonna go ahead and I guess we're gonna go ahead and cut a little early, and then we're gonna swap over. So I will be restreaming. So we will cut the stream here shortly, and then we'll get kind of going on our next run, which again is going to be Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. All main quests glitchless co-op by Aindar and Trisnal. And then we will end the run with my friend here, Liam Retro, doing Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways NMG Standards. So hang tight, and we'll get her going here in a few. Thank y'all.